Yeah, I hear you. What's up?
Not much. We just started going through the druid cards. If you want to hop on, I think Kyle posted a link to the
What's the set called?
I got you.
Does it say Oldham?
Descent of Dragons is a set.
Here you go, Chris. If I'm allowed. Never mind. Apparently I'm not. Hold on.
Rejected. How you guys doing?
Alright, man.
Good.
Did Thanos win?
No, we didn't play that. We played Pandemic.
Oh.
But we lost.
Just like, thankfully, that game is gone.
I mean, we still play, but, you know, not as often, thankfully. Get to mix it up a little bit.
Mario Party every day, Chris. Every day.
Dude, it is. It was. It was definitely every day.
Well, that's good.
Alright, just waiting for my slow laptop to get this up. This laptop is so old, I need a new one so bad. Take a load up. You coming Wednesday, Mike? It's been a while. I miss you, bud.
Yeah, it's just been tough with like Thanksgiving and stuff.
But
But yeah, I should be there Wednesday. Well, I wanted to go the last Wednesday, and it just so happened to be the Wednesday, and no one else wanted to go.
like so mad that they like all just said fuck it on Wednesday because I couldn't go. I was like, damn, dude, because like I get it, but like no one went, and then we had like 2 new people come, and no one was there. So like Josh told me, he's like, yeah, there's like 2 new people. They're a little disappointed no one's here. I'm like, well, I can't make other people show up, but like me and Jonathan both have pneumonia, so I had pneumonia all week. So I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I didn't know Jonathan had it too.
Yeah, I think he got it from me, or he got sick in some way. I don't know what yet. So we're starting with the Druid cards.
Yeah, I think they're just at the top of the list.
Yeah. We went through like the first 3, but Ysera's kind of cool. I like the Ysera so far.
Yeah, the Ysera's cool. It depends how good control Druid is.
Yeah. I mean, I think just getting free dragons is like it's all luck based, but you know you can get like some crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
Just get like
there's not also bad statted dragons. There's really not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, except for like the little ones, and obviously this set has new dragons, so like you might get like a couple weird ones, but
Taunt.
yeah, like
I like dragons, so like I might actually try to play like Dragon Druid if I decide to start playing.
Yeah, it's cool because all this whole set, every class has dragon support, which is really sick. So.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I might have to like re-download it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to log in and open some packs. I was trying to do this Battlegrounds thing to get some free packs. And also, like, I'm sitting with 65,000 dust, so...
Yeah, I got a ton of dust.
And
I
really?
got
Oh, dude, then you have all the dust in the game. You have all the dust you ever need, so that's plenty of dust.
Yeah. I mean, when the sets cycle out, I just dust it, you know? Because I'm not playing... So that's what I mean. Like, I don't even have to, like, buy a set. I could just...
Yeah, I mean, I think I have over 1,000 gold. I'm gonna like log into Hearthstone on here while I'm looking through these with you.
Yeah.
Just like update and everything.
Right. But yeah, we'll just run through it. So this Guru the Maitri, I told Kyle like I think a 7-mana 5/10 taunt's just like a pretty solid taunt to begin with. And then
does it give your treants +1 if they're like summoned?
No, it's like for the rest of the game. His battle cry is for the rest of the game your treants have +1/+1. So even if they're already on the board, they all get like a +1/+1 boost. And I think it's just crazy because like Treant had like there's been a lot of recently good Treant cards. Like they have like an 8-mana spell that just summons like 5 of them. So it's like
it still counts if you summon them with a spell and stuff. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, that's good then.
I mean this is I mean it's a good card, and also the fact that it's taunt and it's like relatively like not too late game.
Yeah.
I mean, also, I'm like looking ahead a little bit to see kind of like what treant cards they're gonna.
Yeah, they do have some more treants like supporting this set, which is pretty neat. So I mean, it all supports it. I just think the card's just good, even with cards like Ancient Forest. Like Token Druid still loves like, or no, what's it called? It's a 4-mana spell that Druid has that gives all the minions Death Rattle summon a treant. Like that's really prominent in Token Druid. So like this just makes it even better. Like it makes all of those the token decks better, in my opinion.
The side quest thing doesn't seem that great.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Kyle. It's really this is actually one of the ones that's really really easy to accomplish because
it's really good for anti-aggro.
Yeah, and I think it's cool. Like you get and the spell claw is just the actual druid spell claw.
And they go to your hand. If they went to your deck, I don't think it would be that great. But
if it went to your deck, this card would be playable. Like you get them immediately, so which is kind of nice. It could even just be like a quick heal. Like you just get a bunch of armor.
You go first, play it, and then turn 3, you get 6 armor and some attack.
It's also just a really good add 3 cards to your hand. Druid does have some cards that revolve around hand size.
Yeah, true.
Well, the 0 cost is kind of seems interesting. It could be good for aggro, I feel like, but I don't know.
I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good in the token decks because even though your cards will cost 1 more, if they're already low cost already, it's not that big of a deal. And the +2/+2, I think is really significant.
And the fact that 0 mana, so even late in the game, you can play it and just upgrade the rest of your deck.
Yeah. I mean, Breath of Dreams is fucking stupid though.
Yeah, great. It does require a dragon, but even besides, it's just why wouldn't you play it in a dragon druid deck?
This is better than Wild Growth. Card's better than Wild Growth.
It's so good. I think this is one of the best cards in the set, Breath of Dreams, hands down. This is easily a 5-star card that every deck would want to play. Every druid deck would want to play this if they could.
Yeah, that card's nuts.
Trump said it was 5-star. It has to be 5-star.
I agree with that. I think it's just it does everything the druid wants to do. It cycles a card and gives you a mana crystal. That's perfect for 2 mana.
Tree Enforcements is pretty solid.
I think it's okay. It's a 1 mana 2/2. That's actually kind of solid. I think
It's a 1 mana 2/2 at worst, or you can buff and give something.
Yeah, I think especially with the last set with the choose 1 hero power that combines everything. I think this will fit in nicely, I guess, with that.
Yeah, I mean this draw card seems good, but I also think it depends whether treants are a thing or not. But
it only works if treant druid works. The thing is, I actually misread this. I thought it costs 2 less for each treant. So technically, if you control 1, it's 3 mana. If you control 2, it's 1 mana. That's actually kind of crazy.
It can be pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was I don't know why I was reading as it costs 1 less per treant, but this is really easy to get down.
Yeah, this Emerald Explorer is stupid though. What a card.
Yeah, I think it's just a good 6 mana 4/8 taunt, which is solid. That's a solid stat line. And Discover Dragon. All right, cool.
Adding a lot of Ysairas.
Yep. Yeah. The treant card seems decent as well. This card.
2 mana 3/3. I think it's pretty.
2 mana 3/3 seems okay. I mean, it's once again the treant thing. I forget all the past treant support, but I don't know. I almost feel I don't know if it's enough here to make enough of a deck. But then again, I forget all the past cards. I don't really know if I can make an assessment.
Well, Token Druid was good ever since the beginning of the year because they got a lot of good token style cards, and then when the last set came out with the Druid quest that gives you the hero power that combines all your choose 1 cards, that became the best version of Druid because there was an OTK version with that, and it's a good figure. But yeah. I think this is just a good card that supports Token Druid that they
at the very least it's a good card to support. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. But their strength in numbers seems bad unless you're playing some sort of big minion deck.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's ever going to get used or if that exists.
I assume they start in your hand. These things, right?
No, that's the thing. People said side quests are cool, but they're not that good because these do not start in your hand like the legendary ones.
Well, this one's okay because you can wait until late game and if you have a generating carded deck, generate a big minion, kind of thing. It could be okay with that.
Yeah, I was just saying it depends on how your deck's built.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna work with the way that the
Druid's looking. I think it goes with with Ramp Druid because you're already playing a bunch of big minions anyway, so it's technically this is just a 1 mana here. Just get a giant minion for free. I mean, it would take a while, but you'll get there eventually. So I think Druid got a couple of neat cards.
Yeah, well, we get to go to your favorite class now.
I'm actually really excited for these new cards. Mm-hmm. So I think Dragonbane's just really solid. It's just a cool little. I mean, the stats aren't amazing, but in an aggro sense, this can be this can do a lot of damage because if there's no minions, that 5 damage will always go to the enemy hero.
Yeah, especially because it's got a decent health stat, so it can trade and
Yeah, the stats are solid. You know, it's definitely not amazing, but it's pretty solid.
So the mech tech definitely makes it stronger too.
I agree with that.
Marinus is broken with what you call it?
Unleash the Hounds.
It's like a control combo, but
yeah, I think even if this card could like just change the health of one guy to the one enemy to one, but the fact that it changes them all to one, I think it's just pretty insane, especially with like.
It'll be played in mid range. It'll be played in aggro probably too. Is like the biggest card in there.
This is going to be played in every deck, dude. It's a 6-mana 7/6. Set everything to 1 dragon tag. Yeah. This is going in every deck.
Yeah, I mean, because right now Dragon Hunter again has a lot of cool support. It's also just good because like in the last set, Hunter got more rush support, just summoning out little 1/1 with rush, like spring. So even cards like Spring Paw or. Again, Unleash the Hounds would be amazing with this. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think it's just he's a very solid dragon card. I like it a lot.
Yeah. All right, the side quest is fucking weird, but it's good.
I think it's funny because like, at first I'm like, this is just terrible. Like, I don't think it's worth it. But I realize this is just good for the aggro hunter because like, you're going to use your hero power, especially because you'll see there's basically a better version of Steamwheel Sniper. So you will be using your hero power a lot, and those leopard gnomes are just a guaranteed 6 damage, which is I think pretty good. I think it's like this is one of the better side quests to play.
Yeah, I mean it's good in aggro. Yeah. It's definitely good in aggro.
Stormhammer's a good weapon.
I think it's a great weapon. It's basically like another version of Eaglehorn Bow, just like a 3-mana 3/2 weapon that gains more. Basically, just gains more durability, and obviously, if you're going to be playing Dragon Hunter, which I think is a decent deck, like you'll get a lot of attacks out of this. I'm only just bothered because like it's literally the exact same thing as Eaglehorn Bow. Like I was kind of hoping maybe Hunter would get like maybe like a 4-mana 4/2 weapon, just so that way it's like a little, it's just a little bit different. But this is almost like the inexact copy of Bow. So it's. But
well, maybe you wouldn't play secrets in,
Well, that's the thing, yeah. So in Dragon Hunter, you might not be playing secrets, so that this is like that version of it. So I like it for that. I mean, to me, it was just more boring because like, this is the exact same thing.
Speaking of Secret Hunter, that next card is pretty good for that.
Oh, this card's cool. I like this one. A lot of people think this card's bad because they think like, oh, it's too slow. I'm like, yeah, but on turn 4, you just play this.
Doesn't Mage or Paladin have a card that does this exact same thing already?
Paladin has one. It's like a battle cry and a death rattle. You get a secret, but this thing gives you one potentially every single turn if you just keep playing your hero power. Again, this will be good in like the hero power. I guess you can call it hero power hunter. Play a few secrets.
Like you drop that 1-drop sharpshooter, then you drop this thing, and then you just start getting things off and getting secrets.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because you would hope that by turn 3 he survived, and like, all right, I'll just keep playing.
It's just good curves down there.
Yeah, the sharpshooter is just a better thing from goblins and gnomes. It was a 2-mana 2/3, I believe.
Yeah. So 1-mana 1/3 is like it's just better because then because you played on turn 1, turn 2 you kill something. The other guy wouldn't let you do that,
Right.
So I think even just because 1-mana 1/3s are amazing. And I'm actually happy. I think this is the first one Hunter ever got, so I'm kind of happy they finally got like a 1-mana 1/3. Clear the Way is an interesting side quest. I mean, because again, like Hunter has a lot of rush support, so a 1-mana 4/4 with rush, it's not bad.
Yeah, the Griffin's solid.
I think it's pretty cool. I like it.
It's one warrior card.
The Griffin reminds me of just a fucking animal companion Huffer.
Yeah.
Just not quite as good, but it's the fact that, you could just throw it out there and remove something. You can't go face with it, but...
Yeah, but it also replaces itself, which I like,
Yeah.
So, you can basically draw another one if you wanted to. So that's the thing. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, they got the Warrior had one that was like a 1/3, 1-mana 1/3 that gave you a rushing in.
Yeah.
It's just a better version of that, potentially.
Yeah.
You can trade up with it. That dragon's insane.
Dragon's good.
Yeah, I mean, another just cycle into a dragon, and a 3-mana 2/3 poisons is like, it's not bad. It's good removal,
I mean, I definitely, I almost, I don't know. It's good. I was just like, man, I don't know. Like, would I rather have a 2-mana 2/3 just non-poisonous dragon? Like,
yeah, I just think it's cool that it just cycles into another dragon. Like, and Hunter doesn't have many dragons. They just have this, the legendary.
It works because it's got poisonous and it gets you another dragon, which is pretty strong.
Well, that's what I think. It's basically a better version of the Cobra. I mean, the Cobra never saw any play, that 3-mana 2/3 Cobra card. But like,
yeah, it's way better than the Cobra. Absolutely,
and
that's true. And it's a dragon tag, so it's good. I'm sure for neutral support.
Yeah.
And Corrosive Breath seems interesting.
Yeah, it's
pretty strong.
It's again a very aggressive card because like it just deals damage to hero and minions. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, just to once again, like, kind of reminds me of like just going into some sort of aggro, like base hunter deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing. I do want to try out like the hero power hunter with some dragon stuff in there. I'm looking forward to it.
I feel like it'll be like a really good mid-range deck again.
Yeah.
But that's all right. So
Chris's favorite class.
Fuck this. I'm sure they got good cards because they always do.
And they get Malagos.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know what an upgraded mage spell is.
I saw a few of them. Basically, it's like, for example, there is a Flame Strike version. It's still 7 mana, but it deals 8 damage to everything.
So like doubles. It's probably like freaking.
It's not always doubling, but like it's something like that. Like I think the Fireball deals. There's a Fireball spell and it deals 8 damage. So like a 4 mana deal 8 to anything. There's a 1 mana Frost Nova, what's kind of neat. So that's like a discounted version of it. Actually, I think if you click on discuss this card, it might show you some of them. I forget. I'm actually looking at it right now.
I mean, either way, for 5 mana, like you're getting a 2/8 body. It's already a dragon, and you get a free spell.
Yeah. It's kind of like a combo piece because you can get some really crazy. Again, the spells are just so crazy, so like you can get a lot of good stuff.
And you discover, so you can get what you need in the situation. I mean, it's obviously going to get used.
What you want. It's like all the big spells are going to be 6-7 mana, and then if you need something small, you need something small.
Yeah.
The freaking other legendary is pretty damn annoying.
Yeah. It reminds me because Priest had a. Remember when the Priest got the weapon that like gave you a 5/5 dragon? Yeah. Same thing, but
now. My question is, like, so I'm seeing a couple cheap spells, but 2 of them are side quests. Like, are there a lot of just, like, cheap spells still in the game? I'm assuming there are.
Well, it's funny. At the beginning of the year, Mage got a really, really good bunch of 1-mana spells. One is literally a 1-mana spell that says discover a spell that costs 3 or less. So it's a cheap cycle. And there's another one. It's a twin spell, so you basically get 2 copies of it, and it's just 1 mana, it's freeze a minion. Or deals 2 damage. So they got it combos very well with that Mana Cyclone card that they got. It just generates so much advantage.
The Mana Giant's kind of cool.
That was the last time I played with Mana Cyclone. That card was freaking stupid.
It's still a really good card.
They would literally just like have 10 card hands. It was stupid.
Yeah. And Mana Giant combos with him as well because like all the card you keep discovering and adding to your hand, it just makes this guy super cheap.
Yeah.
You can summon this thing turn 5 with like a Sorcerer Apprentice, and you can easily get a 5/5 out of it too. So you get a 2/5, a 3/2, and a 5/5, and some spells for like 5 mana.
Joy.
Rolling Fireball seems really broken now. Like, does it go right? Is it random whether it goes right or left? Does it split the damage evenly?
I don't know for sure. I never saw this card being played. I actually didn't watch the live stream reveal. But I heard people saying that it's random. So I mean,
this just seems like pretty good on paper to me.
Mm-hmm. Like it's gonna be annoying in Arena. That's for sure.
For sure. And everybody's gonna have 3 copies of it, Chris. Absolutely. It's an epic. For sure. Now this Dragon Caster is just fucking broken. It kind of reminds me of Blast Mage, Chris, from back in Goblins and Gnomes. The 5 mana, I think it was a 5/4. The mech guy, remember him?
That just dealt 4 damage.
It just dealt 4 damage. I mean, this is practically a free spell.
Yeah. And turn 6. Mage got a lot of good like high cost spells. Again, at the very beginning of the year. So like this will work very well with that. It can even just be a free Power Blast,
Flame Strike, free whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's stupid.
Yeah, or Flame Strike. Yeah, it's pretty insane.
This card just says 6 mana 4/4, free removal. Yeah. Like I don't know. That's a dumb card. Kind of sucks it doesn't get the dragon tag, but that's probably the card's like biggest downfall. So not really much else to say.
I actually didn't even realize it. You're right. It's technically not a dragon, but whatever. It's still
But
good.
they did that on purpose, though.
But it's still good. It doesn't matter.
Neither was the mech. That's why I thought of it right away. Because neither was the mech, the blast mage.
Yeah, true. Alright, so Arcane Breath is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I know it's just cheap 1 mana like cycle spell. Deal 2 damage and then discover
I think it's
another copy of it.
Being able to discover a spell is kind of broken. I think it should have just been get a random spell, but getting a discover is pretty powerful for 1 mana.
Yeah.
Like late in the game or early in the game is pretty powerful.
Elemental Ally seems interesting, but I almost feel like the fact that it takes you have to wait 2 turns to play this, or at least 1 more turn, might not.
Yeah, it's funny because like if Firefly was still in the game, this would be a different story. But like it's not in the game, so it's kind of like are the elemental support is the support there? That's kind of the question, you know. They Mage got a bunch of LMLs in this set. Like you'll see, like there's like another good little 1 mana one down below, so. They have them. It's just if Firefly was in the game, it'd be a lot different. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, the Learn Draconic might get played though. I mean,
this is what I'm talking about. Like 1 mana 6/6 is pretty strong, and you're gonna be spending a lot of mana on spells anyway. So it's.
If you're in a control game, like that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free big body. The death rattle's okay. It's an elemental tag, so it's not terrible.
Another cheap, but again, Arcane Missile is another good cheap 1 mana spell. So it's just. All that.
Yeah.
Azure Explorer, I think, costs a little too much mana, but it'll still probably get played because it's dragon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a 4 mana 2/2 spell damage plus 2 minion before, so this I think is just better because like it technically has 1 more attack at the dragon and it cycles into another dragon, so I think it's pretty solid.
I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, I kind of wish this card was like 1 mana cheaper, and like either didn't have the spell damage or was like spell damage plus 1. It does seem like a lot of mana. But at the end of the day, you're not adding a dragon, you're discovering a dragon as well, which has a lot of value as well. Norzdamu is incredible. That's fucking hilarious.
Here's the thing I've realized. So here's how it actually this is how it works. When you play it, you don't get 10 full mana crystals. Yours are empty. So your opponent gets for the first turn to use the mana. That's the risky part. Now,
it sounds like it sounds like a great way to lose a game.
Well, I think it's like let's say you play this and then your opponent has like an amazing 10 mana spell. Granted, you have an 8/8. You have a turn 4 8/8, but then they can use a 10 mana spell or whatever ASAP. So that's like the risk. And apparently people were trying out like a big Paladin version or a big Paladin deck, and I'm not sure if it's amazing. Maybe people have to refine the deck, but I think there could be something here with Nozdormu. But I just think it's so risky because your opponent gets used to the mana first, you know?
Well, I just looked ahead, and I mean, you can discover a dragon for 3 mana, so...
yes, you can.
I don't think... I was like, you wouldn't make a deck to try and find 1 legendary. You can discover... I'm sure that there's neutral cards that are going to discover a dragon as well, if I had to guess without looking ahead.
Yeah.
But... I don't know, man. Like, this card could be pretty decent late game, too. I mean, a 4-mana 8/8 is, like, fucking insane.
I agree. Late game, that's crazy. Because let's say it's turn 8 or 9, playing this is not big of a deal. Because you're still getting a giant 8/8.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the scenario and how you build your deck. I mean, it certainly could get played. It's funny as fuck, honestly.
Yeah. And it's
definitely a Stewart card. 100% a Stewart.
A legendary, you have to draw it first. But I think the 3 mana 3/3 is pretty cool,
Yeah, that has a lot of potential. That's really good. And then does the death rattle just endlessly pass to every dragon?
As long as there's a dragon in your hand, it'll continuously keep passing itself on. We kind of saw that with the Paladin legendary weapon. It would like keep like equipping itself to something.
Right.
It works just like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's good value. At the very least, it's good value. Once again, doesn't have a dragon tag. If it did, it'd be fucking insane, but still a good card nonetheless.
Yeah, here's that Psyquest I was talking about. I think it's the only one that costs 2 mana. And apparently, I think I heard that this was like a nerf. Like earlier on, this was a 1 mana card, but then they changed it to 2. So, and I think that a 2 mana 3/6 taunt's pretty insane, but not taking damage in 2 turns can be a bit challenging. I think
I mean, well, it's for 1 turn, right?
Take no damage for it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I could have swore this was for 2 turns. Did they? Maybe they changed the text. Oh, okay, never mind. That's actually really easy. Holy shit! But never mind. I could have sworn.
If you have an established board, you're getting a free 3/6.
Yeah. Well, I think even just early on, like, what if you play this? Your opponent. Well, technically, since it is a 2-mana spell, they'll know it is this card because it stands out. Mm-hmm. So, but if they're in like a class like Shaman that doesn't have like a hero power that can deal damage, it's like shit. My opponent's getting a free 3.
I mean, I think either way, like even if you're playing against like Hunter or Mage, like unless you're playing, honestly, like unless you're playing some sort of Face Hunter, whether that exists or not, I'm sure it does. But you know, the fact that the Mage is gonna have to every turn ping you, you know what I mean? Like if you have a controlled board state. I mean, this is just an annoying card. Like, very annoying.
Especially if you have the coin and you open up with it. Like, you just go coin it out. If they don't drop a 1-drop, and it's like they got to use their hero power turn too, which gives you the tempo going second.
I mean, we'll see. I'll be honest. I thought it was taking the damage for 2 turns, but if it's only for 1 turn, that's really, really easy. So I think this might see play now. So I'm sorry. I misread this card.
Yeah, this Lightforged Crusader seems very underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently people were saying that this pure Paladin deck is actually pretty solid.
I mean, I could see it.
I think it's because there's the 4-mana card that we're gonna see that card is way better than this one. I mean a 7-mana 7/7 draw 5 card is pretty good.
Yeah, maybe I should have read equip a true silver champion before add 5 random cards to your hand. Like that would have been a little different.
Yeah. I think that 5 random cards is pretty underwhelming, but and I think this could be good for an aggressive paladin, like an aggro paladin, and then the last card in the deck, like mana wise, could just be 2 Crusaders that just refill your hand, and they can give you more Crusaders potentially, more of this guy, this Lightforged Zealot. It's actually pretty sick.
And if you're playing a pretty aggro version and shit, you can throw that Stormboot down and then drop this thing, replenish your hand.
I mean, the Lightforged Zealot, 100% is major value.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know, I'm just not sure. Once again, just being out of the game, I'm trying to in my head figure out what the fuck cards this deck even has, just class cards alone.
Yeah,
neutral cards typically play a pretty big role in most decks.
Yeah, I mean technically you can get any card that we see here, all these Paladin cards. It's any Paladin card. So the randomness is where it's you don't know what the hell you can get 5 side quests for all you fucking know. But
yeah,
I think it's I think the Lightforged Zealot makes the deck cool. I do want to try it just because I think he's a great card. And I'll
do these microcopters have rush or something?
No, they don't. So it's just a 3-mana. So basically, but they will have the 1 attack, so there'll be 2/1 microcopters.
I mean, it's all right. I don't know how many men Paladin right now, but it's pretty decent.
I think it's a good aggro.
You'll play it in.
Yeah, I think it's a good aggro card, just aggro Paladin, which aggro Paladin is a deck, so I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean the Righteous Claws could get used if aggro Paladin's a deck. Once again, if this whole mech thing is going on and.
Yeah. Here's the sad thing though with Righteous Claws, it happens immediately on the 5th minion. So technically, let's say you summon 4 minions and they all die. The second you play any minion, you get that +1/+1. That's it. So it's kind of
yeah.
I think it's okay because you if you want to, you could play for 1 mana, play 5 minions, cheap ones, and then they all get that boost. And a 1 mana +1, that's what was that card? Mark of the Lotus. That was good in those aggro decks and Druid, so technically this is the same thing. I think it's kind of weird that it's a side quest. That's the weird thing to me, but it's still
yeah. Well, I mean, Sandbreath seems good.
It reminds me of the Secret, but the Secret was barely even played. It was decent for aggro, but it's worse than the Secret. I feel
the Sandbreath.
No, I think he means the Righteous Cause. The one.
Oh yeah,
it was the one that on the start of your turn give everything +1/+1.
Competitive Spear, I think it was called. Yeah, Sandbreath I think is decent.
Yeah,
dragon.
I just think for 1 mana it's pretty good value.
Yeah.
And then obviously the 2 dragons at the bottom are fucking good.
Yeah, I think it's just a 5-mana 4/6 dragon. Restore 8 health to anything. That's so good. I know
Or
health isn't
6.
much in value, but that
I mean, it's a micro heal bot.
Yeah.
It's better stat than it's a dragon.
That's the thing.
Like,
It's basically a much better micro heal bot, and you can
It's actually
choose.
insane because like a 4/6 body is so hard to remove. Like especially like looking at like as a priest player, like 4 attack, man, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid body. Like it's pretty.
Yeah. And then I mean, like I'm okay with the 3 mana 2/3 lifesteal. Like I'm fine paying that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
No problem with that.
it was funny. I forgot he had lifesteal. That's actually pretty good.
It's not terrible.
It's well stated.
It's just again a good cycle into something new. So, like,
And then Chris, like to get you on the loop because I was just reading about this. These Galakron like hero cards are, I guess, like only on the evil classes, so the next 5, and apparently you get them all on login.
Really?
yeah, I didn't know that, but apparently Kyle showed me. Yeah, you get all 5 of the Galakron hero cards for free, which is really cool.
Yeah. So, and then invoke like.
Wait, why is priest evil? I guess it's like shadow priest.
Well, no, this whole year, at the very beginning of the year, like the next 5 classes were called the evil classes. So they are just the ones that are like siding with that Rafam guy. It's part of the story. It's all it is.
Yeah. Well, the thing is in the lore, like not that it really matters. I mean, it's obvious, like that paladin, mage, hunter, and druid are like hero-esque in my opinion. But the priest actually got turned in Warcraft lore. So like that, that's why like Shadow Anduin, like that was always like a thing, Chris.
Yeah,
that
that's
was,
what
like,
I mean.
part
That's
of
what
it.
I'm saying. Like it seems like shadow priest, so it's basically just going off the shadow priest theme.
Yeah. I mean, priest, rogue, shaman, warlock, obviously, and warrior. That's all like villains in World of Warcraft. All 3 of them, all 4 of them, and then
So
priest.
how does this invoke mechanic work?
It's basically like where anything that invokes will trigger the Galakron hero power. So I think this hero power for Galakron the Unspeakable is you add a random priest monster to your hand. So every time you invoke, you get a free random priest minion, and you will technically slowly upgrade this Galakron. So if you invoke twice, he goes to the next level, which is basically he is still 7 mana, still 5 armor, but he'll destroy 2 random enemy minions because that's his battle cry. And I think when all the Galakrons have this, that if they're fully upgraded, they will give you a 5/2 weapon when you activate them. And then I think all the cards are basically like it levels up like 1, 2, then 4. I think this the priest Galakron's fully upgraded. It'll destroy 4 random enemy minions.
So like I see 2 invoke cards, right?
Yeah.
Like I see 2 invoke cards with this, or 3 rather, 3 with priest.
Mm-hmm.
So does it re-battle cry when it's invoked, or does it just upgrade its like hero power and?
No, but the hero power is always going to be the same. So Galakron's hero power is add a random minion to your hand. So whenever you do invoke, you just get that as a bonus. You'll technically so if you skip ahead to the 1 mana card, it's a 1 mana 1/2 get a random card to your hand. And the second time you play an invoke card, you'll get another random minion, and then the Galakron, wherever he is, hand or deck, will upgrade himself to level 2. And then you gotta do it 2 more times.
Invoke means add a random minion to your hand?
In priest only. Because when you go to, like, for example, when you get to the rogue class, their Galakron hero power is add a random lackey to your hand. So whenever you invoke Galakron, you will add a lackey to your hand and slowly upgrade him.
Like I'm following you, I'm just like confused. Where does it say like add a random lackey? Is it just kind of like
that's on Galakron's hero power. So basically, if you play Galakron, that's his hero power, not the battle cry.
Okay,
his hero power is that. And I think they confirmed that, and they did confirm if you're playing a class like priest who can steal cards, it'll always be the default Galakron that started in your deck. That's always going to be the Galakron that they invoke. So they can never invoke 2 Galakrons, just to give you a heads up.
Alright, I guess like I'm confused a little bit. Like, so, turn 1, I draw Disciple of Galakron for the priest. I play it.
Yeah.
What happens?
So, do you remember how Cthulhu worked? It's like
that.
Basically,
So it's gonna upgrade the Galakron in the deck.
Yes. Like wherever Galakron is in your hand or deck, he will it'll say. You see how it says upgrade, invoke twice to upgrade, right? That'll say invoke 1 more time to upgrade when you do it once, and then when you do it the second time, he will upgrade, and then it'll say it'll be once again invoked twice to upgrade, and then you get to the third form is the final form. But every time you do invoke him, you will get his hero power activated immediately.
Okay.
Even though he's in the deck?
Even though he's in the deck. So basically, like, it depends. So basically, it all depends on the class. Another good example is the Shaman one. I believe his hero power is summon a 2/1 rush minion. So whenever you invoke Galakron and Shaman, you will always get a 2/1 rush minion.
Okay.
Yep.
I got you. I got you now.
Yeah, when you see it in action,
so it's a
Cthulhu
Cthulhu mechanic.
Yeah, every mechanic is unique to the class that you play.
So for the most part, like, you know, I mean, we got to go through all these invoke cards, but it kind of seems like Cthulhu where it's going to get played in most of the decks.
Yeah, because Galakron
seems
is very
that
strong.
Is there?
What's that?
Just to get it, I'm not trying to get ahead, but like, is there neutral cards that invoke things for you too?
Yes, there are, and you can play them in decks that don't have Galakron, but they just won't do anything because there's nothing to invoke. But there are neutral ones. So
I mean, I'm not saying like that. You know, I don't know the current meta state, but I just feel like, you know, overall, without even going through the cards, like, don't you think those other 4 classes are just, you know, at a disadvantage to begin with, or like are they just that strong?
Well, I think it's because that's why they get like the side quests. Only they have side quests.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like in the last set, all of the evil classes got what was it? They got well, they have lackey still. The lackey mechanic is all
right.
So then in the last set they got what the hell did they get? They got I forget. They each got like the evil classes have a generic unique mechanic. The hero classes have their own unique mechanic. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
all right, so obviously this Galakron seems good. Destroy a random enemy minion. You know, if he's invoked, he'll destroy 3 probably, right?
It's
something
4.
like that.
The final one's actually 4, and you'll get a 5/2 weapon.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, all right. Especially in Priest, because Priest is very good at control. So.
Yep.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Anduin hero card that just kills everything, you know. But it's only the enemies, which is pretty strong. So.
All right, what's going on here with this Mind Flayer? Choose an enemy minion, summon a copy of it.
You get the copy. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your death rattle, and you get it. I guess it's pretty good.
The fucking dragon's a meme and a half. Holy shit.
Yeah, this thing's really weird. Oh, and they confirmed that it won't do battle cries. It's only playing the cards. It's kind of like remember the rogue card Tess Greymane that replays everything? It's the exact same thing. So no battle cries trigger, you just get the cards.
Yeah.
Man, it's still insane value.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Especially because I'm sure there's like a way to discover more of this thing too. Just like,
wow. It could be strong. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, Fate Weaver seems really good.
I think that card's very strong. Because again, if you're playing it in Galakron decks, it's just good.
4 mana, reduce cost in your hand. 3/6 body dragon.
Yeah.
4 mana 3/6s are always good.
Yeah, it's strong. It's a very strong minion.
Man, this Envoy, we've seen a card like this before in Mage, I think.
It's like the 3 mana one they used to have.
Or was it Priest had it?
It was Priest had it.
It was a 3 mana 3/3. You get to look at 3 cards. Guess which one was in your... It wasn't your opponent's hand, though. It was only your opponent's deck.
Yeah, so this is actually kind of interesting. It's harder, though.
Good knowledge of their hand, technically.
Yeah, but
you'll know 2 of those cards in their hand, too, which is nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris. I mean, you got an Assassinate that also invokes. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so you got Assassinate and add a minion in your hand. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The Breath of the Infinite's not bad.
Yeah, it's
cheap board clear.
It's a volcanic potion, but it only hurts the enemy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, I like the fact that like Priest got quite a few like dragon cards here. I mean, with Galatron, obviously Galakron as well.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the Chrono Breaker's even decent too.
Yeah. What does this remind you of? Isn't this the
Showmaw?
No, the dragon that they used to have, right?
No, this is Death Rattle, not Battlecry.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I thought it was Battlecry at first too. That was Dustbreaker. It's not Dustbreaker, I promise.
I was gonna say, good lord.
Showmaw with Death Rattle. If you have a dragon, deal 3 to all enemies, or to all teams in general. Showmaw. That was like the old legendary dragon.
I mean, either way, a good 5-drop.
Oh yeah, I would be fine if it like. I think it'd be really good if it had taunt and like was lower stat or something. But it's still.
If it had
Add a
20,
lackey for 0. It seems very dangerous as well.
Yeah, it's random though. So they do have a new lackey for this set, and it's like the dragon lackey, and it just simply is Battlecry Discover a Dragon. So that's the new lackey for this set.
Yeah. I mean, a random lackey can be pretty terrible though.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I mean, that's why it's 0 because it cycles into a random one, but we saw priest can utilize cheap spells though sometimes, so that's pretty good.
Right.
Grave Rune seems pretty funny.
I think it's good on cards like big ones like Obsidian Statue kind of cards, you know.
Yeah. The ones that you can just like summon out.
Yeah.
It's good on taunts too.
Yeah, it is very good on taunts. Actually, what's funny because they have a really good taunt from the earlier this year. It's like a 5-mana 2/6 taunt, death rattle, destroy an enemy minion. So it's like
yeah, I remember that one.
Summon those guys back is pretty strong.
Isn't there like some annoying taunt that like gives you health too, so you can like use it to gain health?
Yeah, that
like
was a
like
one. Yeah, that'd be really good on him too. So I think this card will find utility. It will.
All right, so. I think Priest has some interesting things going on.
Yeah. All right, Rogue got a lot of cool stuff. I think. When you see some of these cards, you're gonna laugh. So Galakrond is already being played in Rogue, and like the people who are testing it, and apparently this actually is insanely broken because like there's like combo versions where you can just hopefully draw cards like Malagos. Because it's the upgrades are 1, 2, and then 4. A fully upgraded Galakrond will draw you 4 cards and the all cost 0, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean to draw a bunch of cards that cost 0, it just seems dangerous. Like.
Sorry, fellas, I'm just heating up something. I'm watching now.
No, it's all good.
Dragon.
And yeah, his hero power is add a lackey to your hand. That's his.
Wait, is this the what does the candle do?
You mean for Wax of Dread?
Yeah.
It summons Wax of Dread. So basically, like when he dies, you get a candle. When you draw it, you get another Wax of Dread with the same death rattle. So he just keeps coming back.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Huh. Pretty obnoxious.
Yeah. Now this guy, Flick Sky Shiv, I think is really, really cool. Because he can kill like some really crazy combos.
Yeah, you can kill.
Like if your opponent has a bunch of, for example, Jade Golems everywhere, he can kill all the Jade Golems.
Not my Pogo Hopper deck.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that too. Pogo Hopper. He completely shit on
Pogo Hopper. No. I mean, he's solid. I mean, it's a 6-mana 4/4 body assassinate. I mean,
yeah, it's still just a 6/4 assassinate, you know, or a 6-mana 4/4 assassinate, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
3 points to your hand is pretty scary.
Yeah, I think that card's nuts.
Especially because this combo card.
You thought that was a good idea. Oh my
now
god!
Remember, it's you have to invoke twice before you do it. So technically, if you haven't invoked twice by turn 4, it's not going to do anything, you know. But still pretty cool. I think just getting that amount of coins is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Seal Fate's not bad. The Apothecary, I think, is actually like really good. If you
I think it's scary good. Yeah.
Well, it's really good with Wax of Dread.
It's true. Get more and more of him.
Just go infinite.
Yeah, Seal Face I think is a little underpowered, but it's like basically deal 3 damage, add a lackey to your hand, which is not the worst thing ever.
There was a 3-mana deal 5 damage to undamaged character, and that was played, but you gotta play it. Dragon's Horde is interesting.
It's pretty cool. I think it's good for Thief Rogue. Just get, you know, it potentially get a really, really good card that you can just, you know.
Yeah, no, I think that's really good. Like that for 1 mana, that's really good. And once again, it's not random; it's Discover, which I think has a lot of value. And it's class, so it kind of wimps out the those shitty OG neutral cards as well. So I mean, that could be really good.
It could be, but also some legendary minions in classes are only good in that class. So it can backfire, but I agree because you get to discover it, you can at least pick the best one. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure.
This card stowaway's insane. I think this card's so powerful.
Yeah, it is.
What the hell?
Will it count?
This always happens. Like Rogue gets these like crazy cards, and then like half of them don't end up getting used. But
will it count the candle to this thing? Like if you have the thing die, will you just draw the candle and get a free 7/5?
That I'm not sure. I would think so. Actually, yeah, I would think that you would draw the candle, and then the candle I think lets you draw another card immediately because it it's one of those kind of cards. So it might work really really good in a Wax the Dread deck.
I gotta say, like, the power level in the set seems like way stronger.
It is very strong. I think it's because this is the last set of the year, so it's going to be in rotation the least. So I think that's probably why it's so strong, because it won't be around as long.
I mean, I can't even tell you. I mean, I think did we miss any sets? Like, even when we weren't playing, we jumped on Skype, right? Like, the last one was in July, I think?
Yeah. We missed that one. We didn't talk about that one.
Oh,
and that set was strong because the Reno style cards that they got were all very good.
Oh, we talked about that.
I thought we did.
Really? I forget. Maybe I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sure you were there. You had to have been.
Overall,
when it plays.
I just don't remember. But
I think Rogue got some good stuff, but their Galakron cards are like really underwhelming. Like the cards that invoke them.
They are underwhelming, but I think that. But you'll see, there actually are some really, really good neutral.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Once I see the neutrals, I'll probably be like,
yeah.
okay.
There's one that they say every Galakron deck will play. It's that good. You'll see it. It might seem underwhelming, but you'll see. I think Candle Breath's insane. 3 mana, draw 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. And even the 1 mana Pirate, that's just good because they like cheap cards for.
Yeah, and it'll go good with the boost attack thing for like aggro-ish thing for
no.
Galakron.
Go. Yep, some.
Shaman actually has a lot of really, really, really cool cards. You'll like these. So just to reiterate, this Galakron, his hero power is get a 2/1 minion with Rush, and how he upgrades is by when you upgrade him once, he summons 2 4/4 minions with Rush, and his final thing is you get 2 8/8 with Rush.
That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Even the other legendaries are pretty solid.
Yeah, I think Bandersnatch is just he's like Mimi, but because he can turn to anything, so you never know what he's gonna be. Now the Nithal,
is he still 5 mana if he changes into a legendary?
No, he's always a 5/5 at stat, but his cost will change.
Okay, so he can be underwhelming or overwhelming depending too.
Well, actually, no. Wait, transform into. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. He's always 5 mana. I remember them saying he's always 5 mana. So that's why
scary.
that's why it's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. That could be pretty absurd.
Yeah.
The freaking Cumulo Maximus, that's strong.
Yeah, I think it's pretty strong because
That
Overload's already good, so you can just play that.
And you deal 5 to a minion, like you can go face with that. That's really strong.
Yeah.
Aggro versions and just mid range in general.
Yeah, so far it's really good. I was just gonna say I think I must have missed it. That Candle Breath is fucking broken.
Yeah, I think it's good. 3 mana draw 3 is pretty good.
I haven't seen a card like that in a while.
Mm-hmm. UI. That card was nuts. Alright, so it's Dragon's Pack too.
It's basically the same thing as that Feral Spirit spell?
Yeah, it's Feral Spirit, but +3/+3 if you invoke twice.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, what, 5/6? 5/6 once for 5 mana.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. And this one does not overload you, so.
Yeah, true.
Lightning Breath I think is one of the best breath. Oh, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, every class got a breath card, which is better if you have a dragon in your hand. And this one I think is really strong. Like 3 mana deal 4. Basically, 3 mana deal 4 damage to 3 minions is pretty strong.
Really didn't need that much. There's a lot of this.
Cool. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Lightning Breath's really good. Like, doing adjacent minions 4 damage, like, that's really cheap.
Yeah, for only 3 mana.
They're Dragons aren't too bad.
Yeah, that's like probably top 5 cards in the set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This card's kind of cool. Corrupt Elementalist, invoke twice. So basically, you will get. So you invoke he basically is a free upgraded Galakrond like immediately because he'll do it twice, and he will give you two 1/1 with Rush. So he's like a 5 mana. What would that be? 7/5, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the 2 little Rush minions, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, and it triggers all the rest of the stuff later on.
Mm-hmm. Storm's Wrath, I think, is just a good. It's just, again, Marker to Lowe's was good. And right now, aggro, like, Token Shaman, or the Battlecry stuff is actually really
I was going to say, like, just on the totems alone, that's worth it.
Yeah.
If you're in, like, a control matchup, you just end up with 3 totems on accident sometimes,
Yeah. It's also just good because, like, you get the Overload, and Shaman obviously likes Overload, so...
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Overload, look at this 4-mana dragon I got. It's insane. It's actually insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
Even ignoring the spell damage, like a 4-mana 5/7 is just really good. Even though it's Overload 2, that's still really good.
It's not a format 7/7. Next.
It's not, but it's also a dragon.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's actually like insanity. The freeze isn't bad.
I think it's cool.
That's not a bad spell.
I mean, technically, it's a 1 mana get a 2/1 with Rush, so it's like Glacial Shard. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
But you get to attack immediately with it, which is pretty cool.
And invoke.
Stop. Dog will not leave me alone, dude.
And this card is an amazing 1-mana 1/3 Surging Tempest. It's a 1 mana. It's basically a 1-mana 2/3. So
it's not Tunnel Chalk next.
It's not a
It's close.
Tunnel
You weren't
Chalk.
after Tunnel Chalk, were you?
No, I wasn't, but I heard of the card, so I know what it does.
It's basically what that 1/3 is, but every time you overload, catch
You
an
get more and
attack.
more attack, yeah.
Yeah.
That card's broken, so I'm glad it's not him.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
It's still good though.
Yeah, Shaman got a lot of good stuff. I think the Galakrond's pretty cool. I do want to play Galakron Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Now Warlock, whew, you gotta see some of these cards. The Galakron hero power, I believe, is you summon 2 1/1 imps. So that's what the invoke does.
Okay.
And I think it's his battle cry upgrade is, you get 1 random demon, 2 random demons, and 4 random demons. So they're random, so that's kind of bad, but
Yeah, like, did they get some good demons? Like, it doesn't even look
actually,
like...
there's no demons in Warlock. I just realized that. They didn't get any demons
It's
in
so
the set.
bad. Like, they just, like... Because that's what Jonathan always would complain about, because he loves Warlock. But, like, the only time Warlock was good was when they had those big demons to just resurrect with, Like, they don't have any good demons lately.
Yeah. But dude, look at this. Look at their minion guy. Draw 4 cards, and your hand size max is now 12. That's really cool for hand lock and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there actually are some cards in this set that support like hand lock. You'll see some of them. I think this 8-mana dragon's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So basically, it's like whenever time you use your hero power to draw a card, you'll get a free 6/6. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, even if you use a format or something.
Yeah, it's slow though, but I mean that's a lot of value a lot of value over time though in the late game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, a 4-mana 5/4 invoke draw 3 cards. That's pretty good.
I was gonna say it's not good.
I said it's really good.
I didn't think it was good, and then I saw you can have a hand limit of 12.
Yeah.
Because the problem with Warlock is you always like get to the point where like sometimes you feel like you're gonna overdraw, and like you're gonna like mill yourself quickly. But Warlock's always been good at drawing. Oh wow, Dark Skies is interesting. That's like the file kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
That's cool for handlock too. It's like a really good board clear.
I think the Dragon Blade Cultist is very underwhelming. Because, like, basically you'll get the battle cry, so you get the 2 1/1s, and then he'll gain 1 attack, so he'll always be a 3 mana with 3/1. That summons 2 1/1s, which is pretty cool, but I don't know. I think you would just play him because he invokes.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta play him, but yeah.
Kind of
sucks.
Breath is pretty cool. Do you say it sucks, Kyle?
No, I was saying the Dragon Blight Cultist, like, it kind of does suck, yeah, but you definitely have to play it. You don't have a choice.
Yeah. I think this 5-mana dragon's insane. Crazy Netherwing. Because remember, there was like a it's Hellfire, but for 1 extra mana you get a 5/5, so it's like a 1 mana 5/5.
Yeah, I mean the dragon package seems like pretty good in here. The only thing is like, you know, their legendary dragon is definitely a late game, like long term high value card. You know, like you got to develop the board, and
I definitely can see like the only Warlock deck I see being good isn't the Galakron deck. I think that like Handlock with Dragon package is going to be like the deck for Warlock for sure, especially with that Dark Skies.
Yeah.
And the legendaries, like I don't think they're Galakron. I think it's the weakest one so far out of Galakrons. I think it's like
it's
something terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, even the invoke, give your minions +1 attack, 3 mana, like.
Yeah, it's trash. And it's only got 1 health, so it's just gonna get pinged. Like.
Yeah.
Well, the Abyssal Summoner seems interesting though for Handlock.
Yeah, you get a lot of value for that if you have a big hand. You get a giant. I mean, you get the free 2/2, which is whatever, but then you get a giant taunt, so that's kind of cool.
Ray of Fire can be really good with spell damage.
I think Whirlwind was good in like Warrior. So this is just it's good for
it's also
Warlock
good
because
too. It's good for the legendary and stuff too. Have some synergies. I like it.
Yeah. So I think Warlock definitely didn't get a lot of cool stuff, but some of the cards are really. They got a few really good ones. Like I think their Dragon package is the best part. Yeah, because their Galakron card is not that amazing. Now, you guys are going to love this. Guess what's back? Pirate Warrior.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they said, dude, Pirate Warrior's back. And to be honest, these cards are absolutely insane. Like, they only got, 2 or 3 pirate cards, but then there's neutral pirates that are really good, too. And, there's a card in particular that reminds me of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It just seems like this could be a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and you'll see it eventually. But for now, so, yeah, Galakron, I think his invoke is, or his hero power is, give your hero 3 attack this turn. So that's his hero power. Basically, it gives you 3 attack. And I do believe it's, again, he draws you minions for Battlecry, and he upgraded, you draw 1 minion, 2 minions, and then when he's fully upgraded, he draws you 4 minions. And then you all gain +4/+4, which is pretty insane. So Aggro Warrior is very good with him.
Yeah.
Deathwing's pretty cool, I think. I don't think it's broken, but I think it's just kind of cool.
I mean,
it's kind of like a board clear.
It's cool, but it isn't going to get played because Aggro Warrior is going to be the only warrior deck people are going.
I'll be honest, it's sad, but right now, basically there is a pirate Galakron warrior. That's kind of what it is, I think. So you'll see. This is cool. I think they got a legendary weapon. I think that's kind of neat. But yeah, so you attack, you get you get to draw a pirate. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. And then if you're invoking with Galakron, then you get a 5 attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that too. Every time you invoke it, the weapon just gets bigger and bigger. And what's even cooler, you can even play the pirate cards that give you weapon upgrades, like Captain Greenskin. He'll just make this even better too.
There's Greenskin Greenskin's 5 mana right now, 4.
He's 5, yeah. So it'll take the time to draw.
Because that'd be annoying if you just spawn with this and then got Greenskin.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect curve.
Yeah.
Sign of Ruin, I think, is really strong.
I mean, that's what? That's 9/6 in bodies.
Yeah.
That's absolutely absurd.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Aggro. That's so aggro with the freaking. Like, that's going to be a deck.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Ramming speed. That's like trail kind of, but a little bit better potentially.
Yeah. It's controllable. You can, like. But
Yeah.
I think it's neat. It can be a little removable.
It'll make people have to play around it, which I always think is fun.
Molten Breath seems pretty good. It's like deal 5 damage, heal for 5, which is pretty. It's not bad. I mean, well, technically 4 mana to deal 5 damage is actually not bad, you know. So.
Yeah, at least it's only to a minion, so you can't play in the aggro bullshit.
That's true. You can't do that.
But
speaking of aggro, look at this weapon.
They had a dragon that was a 5/5, gain 5 armor if you had a dragon. It's kind of like that, but instead you're just doing the damage instead of getting a body.
Yeah. Dude, look at this weapon. I think this is insane.
Yeah.
Because you invoke Galakrond, it's a 2 mana 4/2.
Yeah. Yeah, for the one turn.
Yeah.
And then the second swing, it depends if you invoke again.
Yeah, but that's still really good in my opinion.
Oh, very good.
And this next card, Sky Barge, is just a better version of the cannon. Remember, like that was like an old school card.
Yeah.
The ship cannon, whatever.
Yeah. And it's a mech. That's gross.
Mm-hmm. I think Evil Quartermaster's it's actually pretty solid. You know, 3 mana 2/3, gain 3 life basically, and add a black in your hand. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I liked Quartermaster and Paladin. Kind of cool.
Sky Raider.
Yep, it's just an amazing pirate card.
Yeah, screw that thing. Awaken's pretty good. I mean, you're playing aggro with Galakrond, you might not even play this.
Yeah, again, because there are other invoke cards that we'll see as we scroll down.
Yeah, I mean, once we get to neutrals, it's kind of put a lot.
Dude, you'll see some of these legendaries are absolutely insane. I can't wait for you to read these. So, Sothrav, well, I'll say, yeah, Pirate Warriors very good. They got a lot of great stuff. Sathravar was actually given those for free, so if you log on, Chris, you should get this card for free. Because it was kind of like a teaser card.
I didn't get him,
Really?
but it,
no.
yeah,
it was like a limited time thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's cool. I think he's like a combo card. People play him in like a few decks. Actually, he's really good with like Rush Minion. He gives you a free copy of like a legendary Rush Minion potentially. Like I think Paladin was playing him with their that Shirvala, the Tiger card. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Shirvala.
Yeah. This card, Shuma, I think is one of the worst legendaries of the set. Just because it's not bad, but like I don't know why you.
It's like a worse than Ixia.
Yeah, I mean you get the cards every single. You get the board filled every single turn, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But they're all 1/1 that die real easily. He's definitely the worst legendary. This card though, Kronk's Dragonhoof, is pretty insane.
Dude, I hope people play Shuma so I can Cabal Shadow Priest.
Yeah, just steal it.
Like,
That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, this Dragon Hoof thing looks like it's good.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So he gives you Galakrond, and he's turn 6. So turn 7, all the Galakrons are 7 mana. So you basically always get Galakrond.
Yeah, that's broken.
Yeah. Now,
And what is a devastation?
I actually don't remember, but there's a bunch of them. I think you get to discover, and they're all insanely powerful spells, and they activate immediately. They're not. It's not like you get a spell. You discover a spell that gets activated immediately, and they're all really strong. I'll have to look it up later. I don't remember what they are, but they're all really strong.
Well, the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza seems interesting as well if you're not playing, if you're playing S deck.
Yeah, it supports the Reno stuff from the last set, which is pretty cool. So, and the Reno cards are still really strong. So
you'll play this in that Paladin deck, right? Like that Paladin only deck, and you just play like a Reno version of it or something.
You mean the pure Paladin? Well, technically she's neutral, so you could.
Oh yeah.
So she's just good because like in the last set there was a bunch of Reno decks, so she'll be just good in basically any deck that plays Zephyrus, the the 2 mana genie. It's like, well, why wouldn't you want to play Alexstrasza? Because she will just give you so much free value.
Wow, the Frizz Kindle Roost seems very good.
Yep, and just play this in any dragon deck. It's insane.
Wow.
Chromatic Egg's kind of cool.
Yeah, I actually, I think it's kind of neat. It's like a secret, but then again, like you might get some really bad dragons. There are a lot of good ones too, but
Chris is like, please, Cabal Shadow Priest.
yeah, you actually could do that.
It's right at that mana too. It's like, oh, 5 mana, sweet, turn 6, mine.
Yeah. I think this 2 mana card's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's shit. The Kobold Sticky Finger is
That's really
interesting pirate.
I know. This is the first time we ever had this mechanic where you steal a weapon. That's really cool.
Wow.
And apparently they say like the card won't go to your hand, like the weapon is equipped immediately. So that's really, really strong in my opinion.
Yeah. Damn.
I think some Pirates will just play this because like if you ever go up against a mirror match, just steal weapons. It's pretty cool.
Dread Raven's gonna be some like fucking meme
card. It'll be a combo card or something because I think it'll see play at some point. Tentacle Menace I think is too risky.
Yeah, no.
Like,
no.
Unless you're playing like a big deck and you can like maybe your opponent draws like a 1 mana card, you draw a 10 mana card, and then you get a free like 10 mana card that only costs 1. That's kind of cool, but
the Wormrest Purifier is interesting.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Technically, if you wanted to, you could play that in like the pure deck, so that way, like if you like, here's really cool. People say this is good against bomb decks, like the Warrior bomb decks, because it transforms all the bombs and turns into something else. You know?
Yeah.
Or any deck that actually like puts shit into your deck, you can play this and it gets rid of them, and it will replace them with a card in your class, which is better than what they are. You know, like so. I think that's pretty cool. I think she's a good tech card for that. You know, Blowtorch Saboteur. I think is just he's alright. He's just whatever. I don't think he's.
He's like the other Saboteur, where the other one was definitely better because it like boosted it. It made it cost like 5 extra or something.
Yeah, that was like the 4 mana 4/3. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a 3 mana 4/3. I think it was like really. Okay. Yeah, it was like really good.
Yeah,
like played that in like an arena, like you auto drafted that. Like it was like so good.
I think they said the reason why he's a little different is that like that guy that you're talking about was just the next turn it costs 5 more, but this guy says the next time your opponent plays their hero power it always costs 3, so it'll always have that penalty on it. It's kind of
yeah, until they use it again. It's not just the turn.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's like a good card. I don't think it'll be like main deck.
Yeah, I think he's like interesting. Maybe he'll counter some other decks. I don't know.
Yeah,
Grizzled Wizard is
counter.
Yeah, it could be. Grizzled Wizard I think is just bad. Swap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the bathroom, guys. I'll be back.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. You guys can keep talking if you want.
Yeah, we'll go slow, I guess.
Oh jeez, I only got 140 gold. Never mind.
Yeah, I had 300 gold. That's why I was like, yeah.
Anyway, so we left off. What's up?
I got some packs to open apparently.
Oh. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You get some free packs for logging in, so you get like a couple of free packs.
I also get rewards from the Brawl Sim because the last time I played was the Brawl Sim, and I didn't think I finished. Oh well. Hopefully, I did like okay. So are we done with the review, or?
Well, we have.
No, we're just waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Figure we'll be done here in a minute. There's not much left.
There's not much left. It's all the neutral stuff. A lot. Here's the funny thing. There are some bad cards in here, but like there aren't that many. There's actually a lot of really good like neutral cards. So.
Yeah.
I don't think Skyfin's one of them though. The Murloc Dragon card.
Tom would be disappointed at you.
I mean, I think it could work, but like, I don't know.
No.
Again,
Dragon Breeder is
random. The random card.
Dragon Breeder seems interesting. I'm just not really sure if it's going to get played.
I think it's cool. It could be good for like a legendary dragon, you know. Like let's say like your Alexstrasza lives, just get it back to your hand playing all one.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty insane with like that Paladin one. It's just like 4 mana 8/8 next turn, just get more 4 mana 8/8s.
That actually is very true. Yeah. Death Charge is basically like a 1 mana Doomsayer. It's a little different. Like, it actually just deals damage as opposed to like destroying everything, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
Bad Luck Albatross is a interesting card. because when it dies, it shovels in 1/1 in your opponent's deck. So that's like a disruptor card. It's pretty interesting.
I mean, it's well statted for what it is, but
yeah, it's a good beast.
Seems underwhelming.
Yeah.
Cobalt Spellkin obviously is a mage card.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like certain decks would love this because like if you have strong 1-cost spells, which Mage does, it's perfect. It really is perfect for that.
Faceless Corruptor is pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, this was rated as one of the best cards in this set because people think like it's powerful to be able to like attack with something, trade with something, and let's say it lives, you play him and he has Rush, and then the minion just turns into another 5/4 with Rush, you know. So it's basically like in some ways like a 5-mana 10/8, which is pretty
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. Now that I think about that, this fucking card's insane.
Yeah, it's
for removal.
Yeah, people think it's the best card in the set. One of the best cards in the set. This card next is pretty cool. Dragon Maul Poacher. He's only really good against dragon decks, but if you are playing against a dragon deck, or just a deck that plays dragons, he's pretty insane. I think he'll be really good in Arena, though, because dragons are just strong in general. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually like a really good card for like Arena.
Ritualist seems interesting. Kind of reminds me of was it Hunter or Warrior that had? I think it was Warrior that had a card like this where it summoned.
It was like a opponent stuff.
Yeah.
So the Warrior taught the game of 3/1/1s.
That's that's it. Yep. Because we have 4-mana 3/9 is really strong, so it's like even if they are 3 1-mana minions, like let's say on average they're only going to have like one attack anyway, so it's like a 4-mana 3/6 taunt, which is pretty good. Yeah,
that's not bad. I got 12,900 dust.
It's pretty good.
That should be all right.
The Horde Pillager is like broken.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't add it to your hand; it gives it to you. It gives you one of your destroyed weapons. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
I wouldn't say it's good in like Rogue, because again, it could give you the hero power one, so you don't want that. But like Warrior would love this, Paladin would love this too. So
yeah,
get a free True Silver Champion. It's pretty good.
Not bad. Then you get the weapon back that you get from the hero guys too.
Yeah, it is a weapon, so technically you could get a free 5/2 as well. It's like a free Arcanine Reaper.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Grapple Sniper is interesting, but like I think it works that if you draw your opponent's dragon, it will summon it to their field as well.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna see play.
No. Shield's good.
Yep. Simple 5-mana 4/5 taunt, and get whatever you want. You know, you can either add you a card, summon shit, give your opponent, give your hero 3 attack. Like it's pretty good.
Well, I mean, the Dragonkin's kind of interesting. I mean, you got your typical 7-mana 7/7 taunt. Can't be targeted. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think it's not a card that. I guess some decks might want to.
Depends on the deck, I guess. You know, it depends if you need tag dragons and whether you can support big minions. But it's definitely not overpowered. But I mean, it's well statted.
Yeah, I think it's very good in Arena. But like again, I think it's a card that is cool to exist. Even if you're not going to main the card in your deck.
Yeah. Same thing with like Twin Tyrant, kind of like an Arena card more so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Not a bad discover too if you discover it.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like I think it's a cool card to exist. Now this is the card, the Voted Maniac, that people think is one of the best invoke cards in the game in this set. Like it doesn't seem like much, but because it has Rush, it's like basically like a 4-mana, deal 2 damage, and then do whatever you want to do. So it's like people think this is like one of the better invoke cards.
Yeah, it's good. And like once again for the next card, it's kind of like, you know, does mech support exist? You know, it's a very average card.
Yeah, mechs are still pretty good. There's a lot of mech support, so I think this would be really good in like Mech Hunter or like Mech Warrior.
Air Balloon's kind of funny.
Yep.
I think it's just a really good 1-mana card. You know, basically it's a 1-mana 1/3.
Blade Breaker we've been waiting for about 3 years.
Yeah, this card's just where has this card been?
About damn time.
Evasive Chimera, I think, is just one of the bad cards in the set.
They bring out Plate Breaker when Aggro Warrior is going to be the deck now. So.
Yep. Yep. Well, the Firehawk's kind of interesting.
I think it's pretty cool. It could be like a 3-mana. Yeah. Even if I think at its worst, it's like a 3-mana, like 5/3. Like if your opponent has 4 cards in their hand, which is like pretty average, that's pretty good. 3-mana, 3-mana,
I mean, the card's like pretty well statted. Mm-hmm. It's got the tag.
Elemental, yeah. Counter a giant with it.
Yeah.
4 mana.
Hypogryph kind of seems like interesting, but I don't know. It's kind of whatever.
It's funny because I remember like in the Ungoro set there was a 4-mana 2/6 taunt. It was like it was a Stegodon or whatever. This is just better. It's just better. It's literally just a better version. It power because it has rush, so it can do it in an early trade. So that's kind of crazy. I'm actually surprised that they did that. It just made that card obsolete.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good mech card. Next card.
I think it's very good. 3-mana 4/4 rush. That's pretty good. Yeah. This mech card is really good too. This is just a better version of Harpy, the Harpy girl, whatever.
Yeah.
Because rush, and it's a mech. So this is actually insane. Imagine like putting Ziliax on this.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. 3-mana 3/4 with like no effect basically is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah. I mean, it's good in a.
I think it's cool.
It can't be Blizzard. Chris is like, I'm drafting it every time I see it.
Yeah, I'm like not a fan of Blizzard, so.
Yeah.
Even like Frost Elemental and shit. I don't know. It's an Elemental too tag, so. In Arena, I'll be drafting that in Arena. I will. That's all I do is Arena. I don't really play Standard that much when I play Hearthstone. The Flyfish is funny. Yeah. It's kind of weird. They want you to like play like some type of Murloc Dragon hybrid.
Dragon, I think Blazing Battle Mage is interesting. There's finally a neutral 2/2, 1-mana 2/2. Yeah. So again, token decks will love this. Aggro token decks will love this. Now read this pirate card. This is a card. This literally sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Sounds like a Blackwing or something. Or
it's Kuketo Kage, dude.
What's up?
It's Kuketo Kage, man.
It is. It's Kageto Kage. But like, this is so good in any aggro pirate deck. It's so good. It's definitely not as good as like.
Battle Mage is fucking broken.
Was that Battle Mage?
The most broken card in the set I've read so far.
1-mana 2/2.
It took you a while to read it, huh?
The text is actually really, really small. It's so small you can't see it, but it's there.
Yeah.
I like how it has the dragon wing on the background. I just noticed it. Thank God for this card.
Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. The Fey Wing, that's pretty good. That pirate insane though. Like I can't get over that. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, the first time I ever had that in the game where like a card summons itself in the hand. Yeah. I can see this being like a mechanic that they'll bring back for some other stuff. Like people are saying, oh, it's worse than patches, but I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Patches was nerfed. Like this is just...
these next few cards are pretty good. I mean, a 5-mana 5/5 dragon draw card, and then a fucking 3-mana 3/3 SI agent. Are you kidding?
Yeah, exactly. This is a neutral SI agent, which is really insane. I think even the 6-mana 5/3 with rush is pretty good. It has divine shield. It's kind of like a Argent. What's that guy? Argent Commander, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a better Argent Commander.
Yeah, because he can't be targeted, and he's higher stats.
Yeah. And that's a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, he can't go face, but still, who cares?
Yeah, you don't need him to. The Wing Commander's interesting. That could be good in like the dragon handlock or something.
He could be okay.
Good. I can see them playing that.
I mean, even just one dragon to 4-mana 4/5, like okay, it's like a vanilla card, but then if you have two,
that's the thing though. It can get scary though because it's not like a battle cry like.
No, it's continuous, yeah.
If it lives, just play that thing that lets you draw like 3 or 4 cards, and it's just like, oh, what's up? Like a 9/5.
Yeah, just gain 8 attack, yeah. And then the last one's like it's just an arena card.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's pretty good, but for arena, it's pretty good. Oh, we got all the tokens.
Yeah, it's all the tokens.
Yeah, it's pretty damn powerful, impactful set. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely strong, very, very power crept, strong set.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, like I think when they have the set that's at the end of the year might be stronger just because it's not in standard as long. So
Yeah, typically the last set is like when they kind of just don't give a fuck. They just bring out whatever they think is stupid.
yeah, because I remember Kobolds and Catacombs was like that was like the last set of the first year I started playing, and that set was so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This set seems really strong. Like even more so than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just, I mean, the whole
dragon thing.
The whole like dragon like thing going on, the Cthulhu shit. I forget what they're called,
the Galakron stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it seems
that
really good in 3 out of the 4 decks. I definitely think Warlock once again got the shaft, but then again, like the Dragon package, like with the whole handlock thing, could definitely be a deck, and I'm sure Zoo still exists in 2019, 2020.
Yeah, Zoo's still a deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warlock actually is one of the weaker classes right now, but like Zoo's still strong, and this might be. I don't know. Maybe this will work with the handlock stuff, like control.
Yeah.
Warlock.
I don't know. Like all the other sets, for the most part, like seem like they got a lot more. I just think. But
anyway,
I don't know. It seems interesting. You said it drops Tuesday, right?
Tuesday. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll have to at least log in and check it out.